Introduce 鶯歌陶瓷博物馆. And here is our outline, and I'm in charge of history of Inga, and let's start. The name of Inga is because of this rock. It's called 鶯歌石. And why this rock is called 鶯歌石is because somehow our ancestors thought that this rock looked like a parrot. And in the legend, they thought that rock is actually a monster, and it will create some strange fog and catch people and then eat them. But we don't need to worry about our safety because our great general, Mr. Zheng Chenggong, and his happy company, have killed the monster spirit, and make it become a normal monolithic. It means a huge and a single rock. And then when it comes to the industry of Inga, we all know that is ceramics. And why they choose Inga as the best place to develop ceramic is because the Inga's specialties is this kind of clay. I don't know which one. This clay is the best raw material of making ceramics. But why? When we think of Taiwanese ceramics, and we will think that will be Inga, we all know that Inga could not be the only place that had this kind of clay, and Inga is also not the first place that our ancestor comes here to develop ceramics industry. So why? Thank you. That is because the Japanese. When the Japanese come to Taiwan, they choose Inga as three of the place that will use the modern way. That means use the machines to industrialize the to making products. So, and also they follow their policy. In Chinese they call 工业台湾农业南洋. They take Inga, they make Inga become an axis of transportation. That means they build a lot of train and the railway. So that becomes the transportation, the most important place of transportation. So the businessmen come, and the Inga have the best goods because of the industrialization. So we have both quantity and quality. So that makes Inga become gradually become the most important town of ceramics industry.
Hi, I'm Zhang Hanxu from Department of Law, and today I'm going to introduce steps in the ceramic process. So it's not as easy to form a mass of clay into a delicate cup. So what were required? Definitely patience and cautious. But what are concrete steps? Step 1, clay preparation. Second, weighing and forming, drying and firing. These are not all the steps, but these are the most important ones. So I'm going to briefly introduce these 5 steps. Step 1, clay preparation. So in the past, the potters had to dig their own clay as there are no other options. But nowadays, some of the potters still choose to dig their own clay because they feel a connection between themselves and the earth. But it is too complicated. So now most potters buy clay from commercially available they buy commercially available clay in their nearest site because the shipping cost as heavy as clay can be very expensive. Next. The second step, wedging. Wedging is the process of rotating by mixing the clay by hand, by rotating the clay, and the purpose to thoroughly homogenize the clay and to remove the bubbles. This step is particularly important because bubbles in the presence of the clay is going to result in the explosion of the clay. Next, the forming. After rotating the clay, you have 5 methods to form. This is slab, wheel, coil, pinch, and mold. You can use single one or combine them. And fourth, drying. After forming, you have to dry the clay, but you have to ensure that it is still workable after drying. So you have to wrap it in a soft sheet of plastic. The last step, firing. Well, the most appropriate degree is 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, and it takes 3 days to this affair. There are, but some, yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is Ju Wu, and I'm from Leisure and Sport Management. Today I want to introduce something you can do in Inca Ceramics Museum. There are many artworks and information about ceramics in Inca Ceramics Museum, and 3 kinds of exhibition are displayed and some useful about ceramics for you to experience. First, I want to introduce the permanent exhibition. It's on the 1st and 2nd floor. It demonstrates the development of ceramics in Taiwan. 5 galleries show you different parts of ceramics or history. In Gallery 115, you can see the snack clean in the entrance. You can go inside and start your ceramics trip. Gallery 115 also shows you some traditional things about ceramics. And next, and you can see 4 different parts of the thing in from Gallery 201 to Gallery 204. Once we were pottery tone, shuffle, two time, and future prediction. It's just like a journey into the ceramics history of Taiwan. About the theme in special exhibition now display the sparkling ceramics affection. It's about Kojo pottery, and Kojo pottery is the special sort of pottery in Taiwan. The Kojo pottery is the art which consists of sculpture, glazing, and pottery firing. And the artist Wu Liangbing dedicated over 50 years of his life to Kojo. I think it's a special opportunity to appreciate these elegant artworks. Next. About digital collection, the collections in Inca Ceramics Museum are over 2,500 pieces. You can see these artworks through our digital collection systems on computers in Inca Ceramics Museum. From Gallery 301 to Gallery 304, you can see some international or domestic special exhibitions.
A few more minutes.
It now display the artwork which got the prize in First New Taipei City 2010 award. About this award, our group members will introduce more in detail. Other activities you can do in Inca Ceramics Museum, you can go to enjoy the educational events. Some classes about ceramics are provided. Or you can enjoy the guided tour just like us on Field Trip Day. So many things you can do in Inca Ceramics Museum, and the museum now provided free entrance for you.
And hi, my name is Chen Ji. I'm from the Computer Science Department, and I'm going to introduce you for the other featured part of ceramics. Is the first New Taipei City Ceramics Award 2013 and next. And this award divided to 2 categories. First is the Achievement Award, and next is the Innovation Award. Next. And for the Achievement Award goes to the man here, and he had dedicated in ceramics 30 years, and he found that ceramics is not only his interest, but also a religion or a belief to him. Next. And these 2 artifacts is made by him, and it's made in 2004. And next is the Golden Prize of the Innovation Award goes to Ms. Xu Meiyue, and the artifact is hard sea. And she wanted to describe is that our heart is much like sea. If you upon the sea level, you cannot see anything happening, but inside the sea, actually, it's many curves and many things happening inside, just like our heart. And next. And the silver prize goes to Mr. Li Zhongru, and the artifacts is straw clay branches. And as the name you can see, straw clay branches, this artifact is made by straw and branches, and first put a layer of clay, and like farmers plant rice, you plant straw and branches on it, and then another layer of clay again, and repeatedly, and eventually put inside the kiln and baked, and eventually come out like this. It's much like a coral or like snowflakes. And next. And the silver prize goes to Mr. Zhang Jiahe, and it's called Transitory Place. And you can see the things like pot here or like shells, it represents the things from the old or the past. And the sticks and straws on it represent the media and technology. So what he wanted to say is that now we are living just like a place, we get to know the things from the past by the media or technology. We are living in a transitory place that we cannot really know what's real and unreal. And that's our presentation. Thank you for your attention.